And there they are.
What's up? Welcome to the podcast.
What up? What up?
What it do? What it do?
Al, did you forget to do laundry today?
Yep. I'm super pumped. We got a warrior on the podcast tonight who is funny and sexy, bro. He checks all my blocks.
So that's why you put your old ass uniform on. You thought that was going to get you some hoes?
Bro, it did before. It has in the past.
Nah, he wanted to show everybody that bitch still buttoned.
Hey, I know, but it still got a little play too, baby. I could gain a little bit of weight while y'all talking that shit.
Well, shots out for finding that shit. I know that was difficult.
No, that's just right in front of my closet with my khakis, my medals and ribbons on them bitches. That's just right in the closet, bro. In case some shit pops off and they're like, "We need you back," which I'm back, right? You know what I'm saying? Sign me up.
Al's the dude that goes to the Veterans Day parades all suited up with the beard. Talking about, I'm here.
Right.
Y'all need me to take care of some stuff.
No,
Security is set.
But I do wear my shit out like that because I hope a motherfucker ever was like stolen valor and I can whoop somebody's ass on camera. Please, please, stolen valor my motherfucking ass, bro. I'm a graduate of Fallujah 03 with body. Please, stolen valor me, bitches.
That's funny, bro.
So what's up, fellas? What's new? What's the word?
I don't know, man. Got a lot to talk about today. It's been a wild week. Yeah.
This week sucked, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. This week
Yo,
sucked.
bro, I'm so ready for Friday, bro. And I don't really have shit going on Friday, but I'm just ready. I have to go to work on Saturday. You know what I'm saying?
So what sucked about this week, Scott?
It's just a rough week, bro. All the way around, it's been a rough week. A lot of moving parts. Wife's been busy with everything, so I've had like 0 to no wife time. Job has been like, and I got a bunch of stuff.
By the way, you're welcome.
Yeah, I got a DJ at Prairie View Saturday.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Got the big 9/11 golf tournament that we're doing, so we're DJing for that. But I'm in need of some funny and need of some laugh. But I think today's show is gonna put us right where we need to be because I got the man, the myth, the legend popping in the room. I'm not gonna tell. The ladies should be here. You know what I mean? Because when I tell everybody, they're like, "Oh, you talk about the cute guy, the cute Hispanic guy, you're the perfect kid." Yeah, that one. Yeah, ladies. That's right. That's right.
I told my wife she couldn't even watch tonight because I don't need no Jodies. I done dealt with Jodies. I don't need no Jody showing up, speaking Spanish. Hey, moppy, poppy, all that. I don't need that shit in my house.
Right. But I used to have this shit, man, when I was in high school. I used to go to high school, like predominantly Hispanic high school. So I learned all the shit, right? But that one song that used to come on, that Rico Suave song, bro, I knew all the words to that shit, and I used to make everybody laugh. Like, I don't drink or smoke or into dope. You ask how I do it? Well, I cope.
You know what's fucked up? I know it's really fucked up.
Bro, I came to her house. I was 2 hours late. Nobody said it was a prompt date. But you kept insisting that I meet your parents. They're gonna love my appearance.
What's really sad is just the fact that my family is Hispanic and I don't speak no Spanish, bro. I'm white. I'm whitewashed as a motherfucker, bro. Pop-Tart, bro. I'm hard on the outside and soft in the center, baby.
Yeah, I had a rap song. I had a rap song we had. It was called Chica Bonitas. It was for the Chica Bonitas, the fly senoritas. You know what I mean? Because I had to hit that crowd, bro. I can't remember the words, but I was dope back in the day. And plus, our guests, hey, man, you know what? Since I got in the military, bro, I don't rap no more. And when I try to freestyle, like it just doesn't come out right. But that used to be my shit. That used to be what I was known for. But now
I used to want to be in a boy band, bro. No bullshit. Like I had some homies and shit. Like,
what do you mean you used to want to be in a boy band?
Okay, maybe an old man band now, but back then I wanted to be a boy band, bro. Columbus, Georgia, baby, 706, baby, Southside Columbus, GA, baby. I want to be in a boy band.
Hey,
I met a dude at a McDonald's on fucking Buena Vista Road in Columbus, Georgia. Me and two of my homies, and we were like, we really can't sing. He was like, we don't need you to sing. You just got to look the part. We'll figure it out. I was like, this shit sounds sketchy as a motherfucker. I'm about to be giving hand jobs and
that sounded sketchy, bro. The name of the band was Greasy Cheeks.
He's like, I'm gonna go give my wife beaters. I'll be right back.
Yeah. The name of the boy band, Greasy Cheeks. That shit was suspect, bro.
Hey, I was in a white beater with the 2 baby tattoos on my arm. Bro.
There you go.
Well, okay.
That's
Southside got your mouth wide, baby. That's how we do it.
That's how it goes. That's how it goes, man. Well, I tell you what, I know that today's gonna be a good time. I know that we got a lot to come through and talk about. So
yeah,
I don't know. I know that Ty is in the background as always, taking care of some things. But what do you think? We should bring him on without further ado.
I'm all about it. Let's do it.
All right. So you're good at introducing people. Al, go ahead. I know he's your hero.
He is. I mean, he's kind of my idol. He's kind of, even though he was in the army, he's kind of a big deal. Whatever. Fuck that. No, without further ado, I want to welcome the man, the myth, the legend, Drew Hernandez, a combat veteran, to the Triple Threat Vet Podcast, baby.
Did you?
There he is.
There he is.
Hey, guys, I got a question. Where are you streaming this at?
Well, we got it on YouTube and Twitch right now.
Okay.
And I think Ty's in the background getting the other one fixed on Facebook.
Got it. Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool. Got it.
How we going to have Drew on and we fuck up already, bro? I mean, some damn rookies. Y'all some rookie motherfuckers.
Kind of rookie shit that I get invited to, goddamn.
I think you bought too many ladies out, bro. They probably crowded up all the Facebook, bro. We can't even get this in.
They crashed it.
What kind of fake first sergeant shit is Ty pulling? Fucking first shirt my ass.
There you go.
How you guys doing?
Good. Well, thanks for coming on, Drew. We really appreciate it. First, I know that we all got the pleasure of meeting you here in Houston. We got to go watch the comedy show out at the American Legion down there in Houston. That was it was a good time. We got to laugh. We got to hear a whole bunch of things that took us back, and we appreciate you guys for doing that. I'm sure everywhere you guys go, people are just ecstatic to just hear the comedy and laugh about the stuff that they tell their friends about nowadays, that everybody looks at them kind of crazy. Like, I don't even know what you're talking about. Now they get to go hear it, laugh. It's awesome.
Yeah, no, it's fun. It's crazy because I took this entire week to kind of just look. I finally just sat down to look at all the shows, to look at the footage, to look at my performance, to kind of review myself, kind of see because when you're up on stage, you kind of don't know.
Right.
You kind of get in that, but you don't really know. And I sat down and I looked at everything, and Houston was by far my most better performance, the best show. I felt the energy in Houston. Houston was different, man. I was having a bad day that day. I was having like a really, really bad day. And it was my mother's birthday, so I was doing a lot of running around, and I just needed like 30 minutes to kind of just go to a corner and shut my eyes, because I was starting to get eye migraines because I got like TBI and shit. Mm-hmm. So I say that for VA, purposes. So I needed to go somewhere in the corner to just shut my eyes, because I was getting eye migraines, and I just couldn't get that chance. And I was just like, oh my God. That's why when the show was going on, I was in the back in like that bar where we kind of closed off for ourselves. I was like, my head was on the table, just trying to get my eyes to rest. And that day was hectic for me, but it was a special event, because it was I haven't felt energy like that, like I did in Houston. So Houston was probably my favorite show, and probably my favorite city to come do a show.
Nice. And they put that VFW in the damn hood, bro. I was a little scared walking into that show. I was glad DJ Royal T, you was with us, bro, because I was like, woo. Oh, we got a brother. I was a little worried.
That's crazy. Yeah. Well, Drew, I know that we like to talk to everybody that comes on the podcast about many different things, but one thing that we really like to learn about from everybody is kind of where you came from, right? Like, what brought you from growing up? What got you to get into the military? What kind of things did you do in the military? And take us up to your transition out. Like, give us a little bit of information about the things you did while you're in.
So I was an MP when I was in the military. Deployed in 2006, then again in 2008. And did a couple things. Did a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Multi-purpose MPs and stuff like that. Hide your kids, hide your wives.
Where'd you deploy to, Drew?
Baghdad in 2006. I was out there for the surge.
Yep.
And Afghanistan and Bagram.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was all over the place in Afghanistan. I was flying. I wouldn't call it a deployment. That was a really chill deployment for me.
Yeah. King's a helmet, baby. King's a helmet. I wasn't
out there as an MP. I was stationed in Brooklyn. So here's the thing. I was in Germany, right? And with the unit I deployed with to Iraq, got really close to everyone. just, that's where my family was. And I was getting ready to PCS, and I was doing good at the boards. I don't know how I was doing good. I was showing up drunk. I have no idea how I was doing good at these boards, but it just, everyone sucked. And I guess I was standing out and whatnot, and made it all the way up to like, I think it was like Soldier of the Year. And I was side by side with my NCO, who was also winning, but he was way more squared away than I was. And they were just like, well, we don't want to give these awards to like from one company. We kind of want to spread the love. And I was getting ready to PCS, and I was supposed to go to Fort Hood. And since they kind of cheated me from that win, the first song was like, hey, Drew, you're getting ready to go to Texas. Here's the thing. We're getting ready to promote you to E5 because I had just made points that month. And he goes, there's one slot open in Brooklyn. And I was like, what the fuck is in Brooklyn? He goes, there's just a 30-man detachment. They started keeping there after 9/11, active duty spot. You go home. You go to Brooklyn, you go home. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll go to Brooklyn. Fuck it, why not? And it was the worst time of my life. I fucking hated that unit. I'm talking about that unit was so fucking ate up. That's where I met Yusha. Yusha was my squad leader as soon as I got there. I was a buck sergeant. And Yusha was my squad leader. I'm like, damn, they gave me the big black guy. I was like, God damn it. I hope this dude isn't gonna be a problem. And I remember when we had a PT, this motherfucker that morning, he showed up drunk. This is how I know I was gonna get along with him. He showed up drunk, and this motherfucker goes, oh yeah, come on, get that pumping. And I just smelled vodka in his breath.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, please stop motivating me. And I shit you not, we took a PT test, and this motherfucker passes out. Like, he was like on his last lap in the run, and he fucking passes out, and we had to pick up his limp body to the shade so that he can wake up. But outside of that, I volunteered to go to Afghanistan as a biometric scanner.
Yep.
And that was interesting. It was chill. I was going everywhere. I was working with SOF. I was working with Recon. I was working with everyone out there, and I got to experience like what these guys do and shit like that, which was also inspiring. I try to re-up from there. I try to stay in, and just the Army didn't need people like me anymore. They didn't care who stayed, and they wasn't trying to like keep anybody. It was like, you can go if you want to go. We ain't trying to keep nobody anymore. And I ended up dipping. I was like, well, fuck that. I wanted, when I spoke to retention, I wanted airborne and air assault. I was like, I don't care where you send me. The Army needs. I don't give a fuck. Just have airborne and air assault in my packet, please. And he was like, oh, can't do that. Now I was retention too. I was like, yes, you can. And he goes, no. I was like, this is how you do it. Just send me to an airborne unit and put air assault in my packet. That's how I get both of them. Yeah. He was like, I don't feel like doing that. Like, man, well, fuck this. I'm out. And I ended up getting out, and I tried to go back in, and they wouldn't let me go back in. It was one of those things where they weren't taking prior service anymore.
Wow. How long were you out before you tried to get back in?
Couple months.
Okay.
It wasn't I didn't last long at all.
Yeah.
I didn't last long. I think I ended up going into the reserves for 10 months. And then I left that because they were getting ready to go to Cuba, and I was like, I don't feel like going to Cuba. And I got out. I did like a 10. I don't remember. I think that 10 month, that was like my 8-year commitment. Yep. At that 10th month, which is why I was able to get out. Then I got out, and I joined the Air Force for like a fucking day.
Damn.
I went AWOL.
One day.
I swear to God, like one day. Like I joined the Air Force sworn and everything. And I thought it was hilarious because I was sending it to everybody I served. I was like, look at me. I'm in the Air Force. I got the Air Force t-shirt. And fucking as soon as I got to the unit, they were like, so we're going to give you a uniform tomorrow. Just show up at this amount of time. And I was just like, I'm looking around, and everybody's like sleeping on their desk. Nobody's really doing nothing. The office is half empty. Nobody really showed up to work. And I was like, yeah, I can't do this.
It's pretty much how it still is. Still like that right fucking now.
Yeah.
You should have re-upped, bro. You should have re-upped in country, bro. I re-upped in Fallujah in 03 and got like, which is back then it was like big money, like 38,000. Bro, I thought I hit the fucking lottery. I was like, y'all gonna give me 38,000 tax free? I was like, sign. Where I signed? Damn idiot.
They weren't giving. They weren't giving none of that deploying. And fucking yeah, I did it for a day and I never showed up. And like they try to hound me. They were like, we're gonna take away your benefits, and I kind of like fact checked that shit. And they couldn't touch my benefits, so I was just like, yeah, I'm staying out. And then like I think a year and a half later, they were like, hey, listen, man, it was just a 2-year contract. This is what we're gonna do. We're just gonna come over. You're gonna sign some documents. We're gonna put you on IRR, inactive ready reserve type shit, and you can finish out the rest of the contract at home, and you don't gotta worry about nothing. I was like, I better not see no MPs there because I'm gonna run. This better not be a trap. They go, no, I swear to God, we're getting ready to deploy. So, and I didn't feel like deploying. So I was just like, all right, I showed up and like everybody's mugging me. Like, this is the guy. This is the fucking guy.
Oh, fuck this guy.
This is the fucking guy.
Fuck this guy.
I did it. I signed, and yeah, I was in the Air Force for a day.
Is Albert wearing a blouse?
I'm wearing your fucking mom's blouse, Josh. Don't talk shit.
Hey, I'm
He's
sorry.
reliving the dream.
15 minutes in, I finally get online. So sorry about that, Drew. I'm sure Mark Zuckerberg or something's got something against us because as soon as this started, it started saying it didn't recognize the stream. So I apologize for that.
Josh Morris and Mark Zuckerberg can both suck my dick at the same time. It's small. Take your time.
Yeah. So sorry about that.
It's fine, dude.
So I do have a question about when you were an MP. So, I mean, I was with MPs for 10 years. And so I feel like I've deployed 6 of my 7 deployments were with MPs. So I think that's probably what what drew me to you is because I figured I knew you or had come across you because during that time frame, the MP Corps was deploying so much that I'm sure at some point we passed each other. Sergeant Major Woodring is one of my real close friends. He was a regimental there for a while, and so I love the MP Corps. So thanks for your service there.
I think he was a first sergeant for my unit at one point
in Germany.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he was.
I think he left right before I got there.
Yeah, he told me he left right before you got there, but he wanted to say hello from you being an MP, and he knew you were coming on the podcast. So again, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sorry about the start there at the beginning. So some of the stuff I wanted to ask you about was, some of I've seen your transition into the origins, of comedy. But what are your origins? What kind of got you set on the path that you knew that you were going to have a comedy release, and how did that kind of transpire?
A comedy release of you're talking about the stand up?
Yeah. No, not necessarily just stand up. I mean comedy as a whole. When you're in the military.
Yeah. The start of the brand and stuff like. So I've always been, even in high school, I was always the class clown.
Yep.
I was always that class clown. In high school, whenever I did go to school, oftentimes I was like cutting class and stuff like that. I never graduated high school. I got my GED. I couldn't do high school anymore. And so I've always had like this sort of chip on my shoulder of comedy and stuff like that. And even with my family, I was always the joker in the family, always trying to make people laugh and stuff. I'm the type of person that you put me in the room, I'm gonna be in the back of the room just observing, just like reading energy, reading mannerisms of people and stuff like that. So when I did my 10 types, my first video for the brand for a combat veteran, I kind of just put together my friends' attitudes and characteristics and mannerism and just compiled a list of them. I did it strategically because I wholeheartedly believe that if you're going to work on something, if you're going to build something, you got to start with your friends. That's going to be your core audience.
Play the real deal.
Those are the people that are going to share it with their friends. You got to start with them, your closest people. So I did that, and I knew that if I published it, there's going to be a good chance they're going to share it. At this point, I was contracting in Iraq, and before I even thought about the idea of doing it, I was on a mission. We're talking about 2015, I think. 2015, we was like on a mission, and truck talk, everybody bullshitting. I was window licking in the back because that was my favorite fucking seat. My favorite. I loved it. You can never shame me about window licking. I'll window lick the fuck out of a window all day. Don't give a fuck. That is the easiest job to have. And one of the driver, I forgot what his name was. He's a fucking huge ass pervert though. He goes,
oh yeah, I know him.
Oh, I am that guy.
Yeah.
That's you. You're that guy. He goes, he says a joke, and it wasn't really that funny, but for some reason I thought it was hilarious. He goes, yeah, I remember I was at a bar and I went up to this girl and I was like, hey baby, you ever slept with a combat veteran? Just the stupidest fucking joke, but I found it hilarious. So I was like, man, somebody should make like a stereotypical type of brand content that really brings that kind of energy to video and stuff. So that's why I thought, you know what, let me start with my friends. 10 types of, and it worked. I uploaded it, woke up the next morning, and it was viral. I didn't know it. I had a mission that next morning. So when I came back, like 2 people stopped me. I went to like the PX at the embassy, and I was going back to my room, and 2 people stopped me. They go, dude, aren't you that guy right now? I was like, what are you talking about? Somebody talking shit about me? Who's talking shit? I'm ready to fight. And I swear to God, walking back to my room, as soon as I sat down, I get a phone call from like my boss. He was like, you got to come downstairs. And that's never a good call. And they told me, and they were just like, their concerns was that I had a radio in the back. And they were like,
sensitive item.
A sensitive item. And they were like, take it down. So that's why when I re-uploaded it under the brand of Combat Veteran. And I blurred out the radio, and I was just like, cool. And yeah, one thing led to another. They were cool with it. They were like, listen, we like it. We think it's funny. You can keep doing it. Just keep the sensitive items out. And I was like, all right, cool. And I kept doing it. And one thing led to another. And yeah.
They gave you the blueprint.
Pretty much. But you know, even with the blueprint, nothing happens without sacrifice.
Absolutely.
Like I was damn near homeless over it. You know what I'm talking about? Like my first experience around it was my own friend tried to fucking take it from me.
A combat veteran, the brand, or oh wow.
It tried to take it from me, pin me against the corner, put my back against the wall. Just thought that I would just
fold over, right?
Yeah. I thought I was gonna fold, and I was ready to be homeless over it, and I technically was. I spent everything I had to make it happen, and went home, and it was just like the blood tricking all along the highway of just like what I thought would happen just didn't happen. Completely worked against and I found myself sleeping on my mother's couch, to the point where I had to ask my father for money. I've never asked my father for money. And you know, as a man asking your father for money, that's a bad situation. And I had to ask him for money, and he knows, you know, you've never asked me for anything, so
you know what's important.
Be happy to and that was just to get by for the week. It wasn't even like for the month. No, it was just like, can I get $60 type shit?
Get some ramen and
I didn't have money.
Some bologna and bread, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, but you know what, Drew, was crazy is, I think it was Ice Cube that said it, man. He said that if you want to be successful at something, you have to be willing to do that thing without getting no money, without getting paid, and basically being broke for at least about 3 years before that shit pops. If you really want it, that's you have to go into it with that mindset that you're going in there all the way butt naked, man, to do this. And you've done it, man. And it's crazy because you say that. And you know, we see one side of it, and like you said, when somebody tries to steal it, you see people they see what you've done, and they want to take it because they want that quick. You know what I mean? Yeah. But you've done it, man.
They
That's
why we know work, but want all the benefits.
Yeah. They don't realize how hard it's going to be to maintain and keep it too, though.
And listen, I'll tell you something. When my friend told me about that and put my back against the wall, I really had to fight myself to not say yes, because I wanted to, because that's my friend.
Right.
You know, that's my friend. I don't have no ill malice towards my friend. You know, I want to build something with my friends, you know, something we can all benefit from.
Right.
But deep down inside, I was just like, nah, this doesn't feel right. There was something inside of me that just, I can't say yes to it. I can't. I just can't. I wish I can, but I can't. I can't find myself to go within the reason of like, yeah, sure, let's do it. No, it just didn't work that way, because I knew that if my friend left, they would have ownership of it, but I still have to be here. Like, my face is what works.
Mhm.
I still gotta produce the content. So it's just like me working for somebody. It's just like I didn't leave a 6-figure job to
Right.
come over here to
Right.
to work for somebody. So under those contexts, I just couldn't. And let me tell you, I was fucking broke when things were happening and the community was going crazy for it. I was fucking broke, and Grunt Style was dangling a check over me.
Mm.
They were dangling the check. And one thing I did not want to do was sell t-shirts. I was like, I don't want to sell t-shirts. That's not what I want to do.
Right.
And then and they were my first sponsorship company, because the CEO of Grunt Style, Dan Alaric, when he was CEO, he told me, listen, we just want you to wear it. You don't have to sell nothing. We just want you to wear the t-shirt. And I was like, sure. And he gave me a blank check.
Mm.
Whatever the price is. And I was like, started doing the math. I was like, hold on, let me do my bills.
Gotta carry the one.
Yeah.
Okay, these are my bills. Okay, times that by 2, and that's gonna be my budget. And fucking said yes like that, and I was like, fuck, I should have asked for more.
Add an extra
Yeah.
0.
Yeah.
And I was with them for like, I think 2 years or something like that, and then I did my own thing. But
Wow.
So
So
hey,
at that point, when it started to go ahead, Matt.
I was just gonna say we got some people in here making comments, Drew, like we do every week. Somebody's in here saying, "Come to El Paso." I wonder where they were that day.
I know I was just there.
Yeah, Neil,
Missed
where the
it.
fuck were you at,
Yeah.
bruh?
Passoing.
Were you
And-
across the border bringing people over? What were you doing? You were selling Social Security cards that day?
And shout out to Chief Carmona too. He always watches the show, and
Yeah.
I can attest to this. A lot of us guys that I wasn't deploying after 2015 or anything, but a lot of the guys that I would go to like schools with or anything, everybody was listening to you that was active at the time. So when I got out in 2017, I really started listening. So at what point did everything just start taking off for you after you were on your own? Like what was your happiest point?
I don't think I've ever had a happy point.
Mm.
When my brand was like the hottest thing in the community, everybody was trying to take advantage of me.
Wow.
Right.
Everybody needed something from me, and I'm a very generous guy. I want to help
Right.
everybody,
Yeah.
but
that shit
my
right there.
involvement in helping people has also affected my mental health to the point where I started realizing, like, no, it gets lonely at the top.
Oh yeah.
You can't trust. Everybody has a motive. Everybody has something they want. Me, genuinely, I just want genuine relationships.
Absolutely.
That's all I needed from people, genuine relate. And I found myself
right.
lonely, depressed, unhappy, suicidal. I found myself in everything where it was just like, this isn't even worth it, really. But I'm here. We're in it. I'm 300,000 followers deep at this point.
Yeah.
I'm in it already.
But that's because you've been true to yourself, bro. That's all it is. See, the one thing about it, man, is cream is always gonna rise to the top. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't stop certain things. And like
Yeah.
you say, you were willing to sacrifice everything to just be yourself. And like you said, it's lonely when you're up there and you got people that are scavengers, man. They're going to try to take everything they can to get it. But the thing of it is, man, we can tell that you have a good heart, man. Like even when we met you, when you came in and did the show, it was like you never gave off the persona that you were too big, that you were too good. That's why I was like, that's the kind of person that we want on our thing, man, because you're just a genuine person, man.
Yeah.
So I would just tell you this, no matter what, man, just keep doing what you're doing. People love you. They're going to follow you. You know that there's going to be people that's got their hand out wanting something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you help who you can, and you can't feel guilty about not being able to help everybody. Because I think, even some of the things I've been through in my life, man, when I felt like I was on the top and things was going well and you got all the people around, man, shit started happening in my life. And then people that I thought would never turn their back on me. And like you said, that's a lonely ass place to be, man, when you're like, what the hell?
100%. You'd be surprised how you can get the support of the veteran community at the level that I've gotten it and still feel alone.
Yeah. Wow.
And still feel alone. You know what I'm saying? So it's gotten there for me and stuff like that. And I've had to learn how to balance things out where it's just like I gotta disconnect myself. And it wasn't until recently, I want to say about 2 years ago, that I started doing that, where it's just like, not 10 o'clock, because I still have that drive in me. I still have that work ethic. What the fuck else can I do?
Right.
So for me, what bothers me here, I'll give you this. What bothers me the most out of this community, and I hope this podcast is an example of that. Not what bothers me, but the result. What bothers me the most are people that feel entitled to my support.
Wow.
You know, there's like a sense of entitlement. Like,
Right.
I've shared this stuff. Well, let's be clear here. I brought something to the table that you thought was valuable to your friends. Everybody has a mission to help everyone. And I'm never going to knock anybody for putting their best foot forward and doing whatever they need to do. But I am not the answer to your problems. I'm not the answer to whatever it is that you think you need to help build your stuff.
Right.
Meet me first. Shake
Right.
my hand first.
There you go.
I got it. You want the support. I got it. You want the support now, but I don't know who I'm dealing with. And that's a problem for me, because I think we've all realized, and I want to say there was a big shift in the veteran community in 2016. I'm not going to point where that shift came from, but I think we all know there was a big thing happening in 2000 that we've never experienced before. And I don't mean to get hot on the topic with this.
No, it's all good. Go at it, man.
For me, I need to know who I'm dealing with, because I've been taken advantage of, as I've explained. There's people that have motives and motivations, and I don't know what kind of person you are, and I got to know who you are first. Yeah. And I'm not going to know that. I'm going to know that, like I established in the beginning, I read people. I read energy. I know who has a good heart. Everybody knows who has a good heart, who within their group has the good heart. Yep. You know it. You feel it. That energy is very visible.
It's right there. Yeah, absolutely.
It's very visible. And, you know, when I met you guys, I knew it. I was like, these guys are fucking cool as shit. But it took that. It took that. Meeting all of you. It took that for me to say, I'll jump on your podcast, bro. Yeah. Let's do this.
Oh, that's no doubt. I've been bothering you for 6 years.
At that point, numbers don't matter to me. I don't care how many followers you got. I don't care about none of that. Numbers don't matter to me. It's all about who am I associating myself with. Right. And that's all I really care about. But you'd be surprised people would burn bridges with me over me not responding to a message. And I told somebody this not too long ago. I responded to his message and I said, instead of burning that bridge, I wish you would have shut the fuck up.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you never know what next year brings, that I might be in your town and we might be able to meet.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and then I get a feel for you. And it's like, you know what? I want to help you out with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people right now think that in the veteran community, when you do business, like we do business and we help nonprofits, you help charities, right? Everybody wants to reach out to you when you have something to offer that you're offering, like you're offering your brand. You know, Scott does DJing, we do t-shirts, like we do all these different things, right? And it just amazes me how many people will throw that veteran owned or veteran support and go, hey, can you send me some free stuff? Can you send me some autographs?
Right.
Can we get some free t-shirts? And it's like
veteran hookup.
and you made the best point just now, Drew, is like, I don't even know you. How do I even know this
you
is
haven't
going
even
to
my hand yet?
Yeah. How do I know it's going to what you say it's going to? I don't even
Right.
know who you are. And
Right.
and when you ask them, the thing we do is, hey, can you send me an email with your organization's information? I'd love to look at it. Yep, and that's what you hear.
Yeah, because you know, but the problem too, though, Matt, is you run in, like, I hate to say this, but just because you wore the cloth that we wore doesn't make you a good person all the time.
Yeah,
like, hell yeah, that's the truth.
There's fucking snakes that wear the same uniform that I bled and died on battle and fought on battlefields for. Right? Doesn't mean they're good people. It just means some fucking shitty recruiter named Matt Johnson put their ass in the Navy or whatever.
We had to make gold that month, bro.
Unfortunately, there are snakes in every facet of America and in every facet of what you deal with. And that's the problem, is people want to come out with their hands out all the time. And what can you do for me? No, brother, what can we do for each other? And how can we take this movement further? What you're asking is easy, but you're wanting something for fucking nothing, bro. It's fucking sad. It really fucking is.
Yeah. And one good touch point though, man, that really resonated with me, man, is that, again, like you said, even when you were at the top of, you know, and I know it's not the top of where you're going to go, but the top of where you're a high point. your high point was really a low point for you. You know what I mean? And that shit alone, man, that people have to understand is that we are humans. You know what I mean? And just because things are happening, people think that money makes life good or fame makes life good, man. People are really struggling inside with things, and it's not even gunpoint or knives and stuff like that. It's just dealing with people and their greed and what people expect from you. And you know what I mean? How I thought you was my boy. How you go? Oh, so you forgot it? Oh my gosh!
And all you want to do is just make genuine relationships. That's all you want to do. Oftentimes, is make the fucking genuine relationships, and you get fucking sidestepped off of shady businesses and shady practices, and people just trying to get some. And it's discouraging. It's so fucking discouraging, and it's just like. It got to the point with me where I was just like, everyone get away from me.
Right.
I shut my DMs off. I stopped answering comments. It was like, I need distance from this.
Right.
I need distance because this is affecting the content. And they see it. When you see the content, you're like,
yeah.
There's something going on. There's something going on back there.
Yeah.
And it's just like, no. But my mental health is, I got to keep creating content because I will kill myself.
Yep.
That's where it's gotten for me. I was ready to do it in this last year, December. Yeah. I was ready. I was just like, if my depression has gotten so bad and so blacked out that I need physical things now to keep me going. The videos isn't enough for me anymore. I need physical things. This is where the stand-up starts coming in for me. The physicality of just staying. Now I got to stay busy. I got to keep moving. I drive myself crazy if I'm in this room for too long. No, there's something else I got to go out and do. I got to do something. And I bought a motorcycle. So that if it's going to happen, it's going to happen the way I want. I'm going to do a $150.
Right.
And we're going to
Sons of Anarchy in this motherfucker.
We're going to YOLO this. And I told Al this. I told Big Al this. It's the stand-up kind of saved my life a little bit. Where it's just like I've just gotten such a breath of fresh air of one authenticity where it's just like now they can feel me in person. They can feel the energy. I can receive the energy. It's a give. It's a trade-off here. But now I get to see how funny I fucking am.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because videos is different.
Well, you get to see you get to see people out in the, you get to see their reaction, right? On videos, we can like and we can make a comment, but you get to see the reaction and what you're doing. In person, it's a completely different fucking ball game. You can be funny in video. I've been to these comedy shows with these influencers. They're doing it too. They're not very funny. I'm not gonna put out a name. I was gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm just getting into this game. But they're not very funny in person. But it's given me so much inspiration to, you know, I don't go into this with a chip on my shoulder. I can bring the veteran community with me. I go into this with please allow me to do this. Yeah. Please allow me to entertain my tribe in these spots. Don't get me wrong. I get frustrated when I'm reaching out to like locations, especially when I want the veteran community to benefit from this. And I reach out to like American Legions and the VFWs and stuff. Like I just had 2 of them reach back out to me that I sent an email out in July. They just reached back out to me this week. July, bro.
Oh my goodness.
It's like that is insane, man. Yeah. Because the VFW and the American League, these veterans organizations, I think they're super important. I'll give you an example. Did you guys know that they offer babysitting services for like deployed soldiers and shit for free? Nope. You don't have to pay for that. They offer that shit.
It's just crazy.
I didn't know that. Yeah. Nobody knew that.
Yeah.
Nobody knows that shit.
I'm dumping my kids off tomorrow. Hey, y'all pack y'all shit, motherfuckers. Get in the fucking BMW, bitch. Get out.
Hey,
you know, nobody knows that shit. And this is what I have to offer. I have to offer a megaphone for them. Yeah. A megaphone because the doors are closed. I say that wholeheartedly. The doors are World War II veterans, they're out the door in 5 years.
Right.
5 years left.
Right.
The Vietnam veterans, age expectancy 76. They're in there.
Right.
They're out the door too, and that's their biggest members right there.
Yep.
Just them alone.
Yep.
Well, Drew, I
Yeah.
didn't know that. I didn't until I went to your show in Houston. I didn't realize that either. And I to this day, since that show, when people ask me like, it's us, it's the fucking Iraqi and Afghanistan, it's this. We're
Yeah.
the ones who got to keep. And I didn't realize that until I went to your show. And here's the crazy thing: when I went to your show, I live in Florida. It's the first time I met fucking Ty Cobb in person.
Yeah.
Like that's the first time I met this motherfucker. And he's my fucking, I called him the other night, 1:00 in the morning, having a fucking PTSD mental health fucking breakdown. And he was right there like, bro, I got you, whatever you need. Like, you're right. It's relationships building, right? Ty don't expect shit from me. He doesn't ask me for shit, but that motherfucker's right there if I pick the fucking phone up. And if he needed me tomorrow, I just hood motherfuckers in Houston, but I'll burn as much of that motherfucker down. And I will extend all the bullets I have, all my ammo for this motherfucker, bro. It's just different. But I didn't know the VFW were in a crisis until I went to your show. So every veteran out there, if you get a chance to go to this motherfucker show, stop being bitches and fucking go.
Get there.
Yeah, well, I mean,
You might learn some pussies.
Yeah, well, the problem with the VFW though is everybody, for whatever reason, still has this stigma that you're going to go play bingo, drink booze, and be in some smoke-ridden place. What they don't realize is the child care.
Right.
VFW is like the Post and Tomball built an entire stage on the grounds to host concerts, community nights, have people come up. They do barbecue competitions. They support the community.
Fuck, they help you with your VA claim. You've got some VA issues.
Yeah,
they know people. They got
but
lawyers.
You know what?
They got people that'll help you do your shit.
Yeah, the largest problem for the American Legion of the VFW is they are horrible, in my opinion, at advertising everything they do for everybody and letting everybody know. They're more worried about sending out PACT Act stuff and you got to do this and you got to sign up. Right.
That's literally where I come in. That's what I can fucking, and this is what I've been screaming at the top of my lungs to headquarters. Cause it's just like, if you don't see the value in because it's been like that since I fucking first started. Nobody ever sees the value of the creator. The people who see the value are the fucking businesses where they're just like, no, grunt style. They $100 million company.
Black Rifle.
Rifle, 100 million, whatever. I don't know where they're at, $1 billion now or something like that. Nobody can tell me the veteran community is not a profitable community, which I hear a lot. It's misinformation. It's like, no, that's bullshit. The veteran community is a very profitable community because it's exclusive.
That's true.
It's a very exclusive community. You can't just come to this community and feel like you can serve everyone outside of this community. It doesn't work like that. You got to be very prone to the veteran community, and not just that, but the gun community too, because they're very hand in hand with each other.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where it's just like headquarters. I'm trying to do these things to help these smaller little posts, but I can't do it because their seats are so limited. It puts me in the red. So it's just like, support it. And then, it's not the way it works. Headquarters don't really get involved like that with this and that. It's just like, bro, these businesses see the value of creators. If you need the information to spread out, if anyone, I'm the guy.
Yeah.
I'm the guy you come to talk to. We can work this out. And the shows have been super successful. I thought within the last 5 shows, they would see something here.
They should, bro.
I've
never been to a VFW in my, I can admit it, never been to a VFW ever. Out of the service, in the service, never, until I went to the one in Houston. And now I'm already looking to join the one in Pensacola here, or the one in Milton, and get involved. But if I didn't go see your show, I wouldn't give a fuck about I wouldn't even have known.
Yeah.
I gave a fuck about the fucking VFW. Nothing.
There were people in El Paso from the base, from Fort Bliss, that were just like, we didn't know this was up here. The one in El Paso is beautiful. Beautiful. You see the whole city from their VFW.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful location. I was just like, yo, the fact
diamond in
that
the rough.
You guys have this here. This is a gem.
Right.
Yeah.
More people need to know about this. This is the fucking gem.
Yeah.
I am very involved with the VFW in Houston, like very. And people know that I have this podcast, but just like you said, there's a disconnect from like the top down, bottom up way of thinking that we used to do in the Army. Like everybody at the top are doing great things. They have this big amount of things that could help veterans, but like you said, it doesn't get down to the Post and Tomball, or the Post and Tomball, which I'm a part of, does all the things that it does, and then none of those programs actually make it to state or national. So it's like you said, it's like a self-licking ice cream cone sometimes.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing. We're having this show here in Dallas, right? And the show's looking to be sold out. It's at a theater, 500 seats. We had it arranged at a VFW. I forgot how many. I think it was 200, 250 or something like that at this VFW. And I was trying to work the math. And I was just like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I ended up dropping from that VFW and just like, sorry guys, but I can't come here. And then we booked the theater, the ISIS theater. Then the VFW decides to help a little bit. And I'm like, motherfucker, had I had the support before, we would have stayed at the VFW, man. They could have made some fucking money. We could have stayed there. I didn't have to leave there. I wanted it to be there. The whole mission is that I'm there at these VFWs and American Legion. That's the whole fucking mission, is that I'm fucking there. But I can't do it because there's the posts are small. They're 150, 200 seaters. That's great. I wish I can come there. But it would have to be just me by myself. And what kind of comedy show is that at that point?
Right.
I don't want to toot my own horn. A lot of people can be like, well, they just want to see you. No, but I want to give them an experience too. I don't want to rob them of their money. I don't want them to pay $25 ticket and I'm showing up like it's not even orchestrated or organized. No, they need the experience too. Don't just try to have me show up and just show face. I'm not going to do that. That's just not how. But I can't do it without financial support from the very organization. And that's who I'm asking, from the very organization that I'm trying to help bring more members into.
Yeah, which is something you hear them talking about all the time, is they do need members. But the other part of that too is, again, whether you see it or not, let's really get into reality. Right now, the people that are joining today, let's say, people joining today, they can't join the VFW. Because where are they going to go? Where they're going to get a qualifying event to be in the VFW, joining the military today. So the guys in our era and the people that are there, if you want it to continue to go forward, you got to join. You got to get involved.
Right.
But then that's the thing.
You need guys like us, and
for sure. But it's
class 03, baby. I should have been joined years ago, but I just didn't. Right.
Well, but it's also the problem of like 10% does all the work.
Yeah.
So you ride the same people that do everything all the time, and you see it all the time. You walk into a VFW post, you already know who to go talk to when you walk into that VFW, because you've watched somebody, maybe 10 of those somebodies, ask that person a question in the last 30 seconds. And you can clearly tell that person is like, oh my God, they keep coming to talk to me. But you can also see they care so much about that place, they just don't want it to close. And so if we can help with that, and I can't believe they won't get on board to have you go into a VFW and do a show for veterans and do something for veterans. Like that's crazy to me.
For them, they're like, go. And for me, it's like, well, I'm doing the math here. I can't just go.
Right.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna sleep. You gonna sleep in your fucking car? You gonna sleep in your car? Like,
I was there once, not doing it again.
Not doing it again.
You know, no, thank you. Not like that.
Takes money to make money, bro.
It's like, I know what I bring to the table. I know how you might not benefit now. You benefit in the long run, like every other business does. You
for
gotta
sure.
play the long game here.
That's the problem. Those guys, and if you look at I'm a member of the VFW and the Legion, but the membership of the higher echelon of the VFW and the American Legion are those guys that are getting older, right? So do they want to play the long game? No. So they need younger guys to get in there and take these leadership positions, so those older guys can contribute like they used to and feel a part of the team, but have somebody that's in there that understands this era of veteran like you to come in and bring them in the door. Like, for Christ's sake, they all know who you are, but you can bring that generation in to come see what it's like over there. And it just, I hope it works out. I hope that in the future, when if you guys do another tour, I hope it works out. I hope that if you come back into the Houston area, we can help promote it and find a venue that will seat as many people as we can get in there, get support from the VFW. But I mean, it just has to work, right? Like, what's the community without a VFW?
Exactly. And I fear that fucking if you get in VA benefits, thank a VFW. You know what I'm talking
Right,
about?
there you go.
I got my 100% out with you. Yeah, yeah.
They were the one
Yeah.
knocking on fucking doors to get the votes we needed so that we
Right.
get fucking some kind of fucking pension out of the fucking disability. But fucking and I if there's one thing that I had my guy Clayton, he went out to the convention to go shake some hands and stuff on my behalf and stuff. And it was just like one of their main talking points is like, yeah, no, getting comedy shows I'm just like, what a more perfect time than this right here. What a more perfect time. And for me, I am running on my last leg with even military content, honestly. It's coming to an end for me when it comes to even continuing the military content. I've been writing nonstop. I got fucking pages of fucking jokes. Like Dallas, they're gonna get brand new jokes that I haven't told in Houston and stuff like that. And it's all leading to like the special that I want to do middle of next year, that I want to release for the 4th of July. And I want to get a whole tour in there before I film that special and release it, because it's going to be the last thing I do as a military content creator. I want to start talking about my family, because I got a funny ass fucking family. I want to start talking about my brother who's fucking hilarious. I want to move out. I want to get out of Los Angeles, and I want to move back to Texas. That's where my family has moved.
Come on back, man.
You heard that, Al?
Come on back.
You heard that, right?
So
Texas.
I see it when you're tagging forward. I'm like, y'all motherfuckers better be visiting somebody. Let me see you pull into a driveway, motherfucker. You better be visiting somebody in this bitch.
Well, listen here, Drew. Listen here. You know, I got to change the tempo just a little bit, because there's a couple of things that you said that me being Brother Blake can't let slide. One is that I can speak for my 3 brothers here, bro. At any time, you know, I look at the benefit of why things happen.
I know what you're about to say.
Yeah, you already know. At any time, bro. If you ever, in any time, I don't care what time of the day, what time of the night, if you need a brother to talk to, man, if you're feeling one of them jacked up days, I know we just meeting like this for the first time, but I'm Brother Blake for a reason, bro. I promise you, bro. That phone's gonna get picked up. I need you alive. I need you well. I need you funny. That's real shit, real talk from Brother Blake. I'm standing that. But you have my number. You can test me if you want. Any of these guys will tell you that's who I am. So if you ever come to Houston, bro, you better not go get no hotel, no shit. My wife, we got you covered. But just for you, you know, just the fact that you came and gave us your shot, bro. We're just starting, bro. We're trying to figure this thing out. But it means so much when we have people like yourself who are passionate about what they do. You are a true brother, man. Like you can just feel it. Like you said, the energy is there. You have so much passion. You have so many things that you want to do, but we need you here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm extending that to you, man, and that's on behalf of everybody. I know that they will all speak for it.
Can't be Brother Blake. I could be light skinned hero.
Yeah,
high yellow hero. But yeah, you for sure.
Anytime, man. If you need a DJ to come, bro, I'm there. You don't have to worry about paying me nothing. We could turn this thing. We have to keep this thing moving. We have to keep this thing on alive. Yeah, and that's what we're here for.
You're good looking, Drew. If you need somebody to take the fall on the grenade, bro, call your boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm all good with it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm a good wingman, bro.
I'm a bit of an empath. So for me watching your videos, and when I see you like back during the movie, you know, when the movie didn't get made, I saw you like starting out alive like this, and you were just upset. Talking about your emotions takes a lot of courage. So thank you for sharing that, and know that the healing power of laughter is amazing. Which is it kind of leads me. I want to talk about the Friendly Fire Comedy Tour real quick, but I asked Big Al this when he was on the show. It is apparent to me that the more pain, the more shit you have to draw from, that can make you funnier, as well as I want to see you do some dramatic stuff, because you know I've seen your reel on your talent agency and everything. I want to see you and Justin both do dramatic stuff, because you know I want you to take that next step. So is the writer strike and the actor strike, is that fucking with your career at all right now?
No, I actually just got booked for something for like, I think an Army commercial. I'm almost certain somebody fucking saw my agent submit me. I was like, we want that guy. We let that guy.
Nice.
Like, I can't wait for people to see my ass be like,
Yeah.
Army of One, Drew Hernandez.
Right.
That'd be hilarious seeing you running through the desert like that
yeah.
Army of One commercial.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, no.
No, I saw I think it's stupid personally. I think usually people that go on strike for their with their union or whatnot, they're employed. Those actors, they're not employed.
Yeah.
You know, the union
Gotcha.
doesn't get you the job. You know, you
Yeah,
got to submit, and there's a lottery, and maybe you get it, maybe you don't. I think I'm not for it. I'm not against it. I'm more of a do whatever the fuck you want to do type of guy. I feel like as when Hollywood does open up with the strike, after the strike, those roles aren't going to them. They're going to the people that need that can generate money, because the industry is going to need to generate money.
Yeah.
From this time out that they're doing right now. But maybe in the long run, if we're still young, because this industry is another thing, you got to stay young.
Yeah.
Because those roles get a lot thinner whenever you the older you get.
Yeah, that's just fucking up my fucking
Maybe it'll
OnlyFans, bro.
benefit.
That's just my age is fucking up my OnlyFans, bro. It's really fucking my shit.
So I saw I watched the videos from like the first couple of the leg of the stand-up tour, but of course we were in Houston. We all came to the show. So you just had Raul, Big Al, and yourself for Houston. Who are the people that are going to be on it going forward for the second leg of the tour?
For Dallas,
Yeah.
Dallas is going to be Big Al's going to be there for Dallas.
Awesome.
It's going to be Mitch Burrow, who he just did a thing for Vet TV. He's fucking hilarious. He's a Dallas guy. Justin's going to come out for me with me on this one.
He's going to do stand-up?
He's going to take the stage.
Oh, sweet.
For the
That's
first
awesome.
time, for the first time.
That's so awesome. I'm going to have to be there then. I bought a ticket, so I'm going to have to be there.
So Justin's gonna be there, and I just got this new guy. I can't remember his name right now, but he's good. He's a young guy. I think he's been doing it for just a few years, but he's good. He got really good delivery, really good stage presence, and what he sent me was fucking hilarious. So I was just like, yeah, you can jump on this. After this, if there is a tour, I don't know. I can't say honestly. It's very costly. Flying people in is the biggest bill.
Yeah.
In it, and
that airplane gas is expensive, bro. That airplane gas.
You should start taking WIC checks and shit, bro. Take some WIC checks, some EBT cards, bro. I got you. We'll fucking hook this shit up. We'll go hood style.
Yeah, so I don't know. We're trying to get something lined up. A couple more cities lined up. I had Tennessee already locked in. I had Maryland locked in, but it's just to finalize these things. I didn't want to go to Dallas. Then like 2 weeks later, hey, so we got this, and then another 2. No, I want to have the list ready.
Right.
And put out. I don't want to keep adding something new and stuff like that, because it's just. But we're trying, and hopefully we can kick this back up next year spring.
Okay.
Very cool.
Do a 3-month thing nonstop. Just keep going to these cities. Hopefully.
How did you meet Big Al and Raul? Because I mean, I noticed in Houston, like when they came out, you could tell, Al was emceeing, and then Raul was like awesome. And then you came out, you have like a really good stage presence. How did y'all like work things out among you, or how long did it take you to get your routine with those shows?
Nah. It's God's gift, brother.
Okay. Very nice.
God's gift.
That's kind of the same thing Al said when he was on. I asked him the same question. He's like, "What are you talking about? I'm a fucking comedian. I'm hilarious." So,
yeah.
So I got you. All right.
I put out the call on, and a couple people submitted. They reached out. They were like, "Hey, I'm a comedian. This and that." I remember I saw Raul's. like clips of his stand up for like for a while now. They just kept popping up.
Mhm.
Thought it was cool and stuff like that. And then I remembered him. I was like, oh, who's that guy? And I was like, for 2 days, I was on YouTube trying to fucking find him and shit like that. And then I finally found him. I was like, there he is. And I within everything in my power to try to, and then somebody who knew him reached out to me. It's like, I know this guy. I can reach out to him for him. Raul jumped on. And Al reached out to me. He was like, hey, I'm a comedian, this and that. And I saw his material and I was like, oh, he's funny. He got good stage presence, good delivery. And he came off the bat with advice. And I really appreciated that, because with me, it was like the first show was El Paso. I was like, this is either going to be great or a great disaster, because I don't know how I'm going to do. You know, it's my first time doing stand-up. I don't know how I'm going to do. But I've also been doing comedy for like 8 years. So like I understand delivery, I understand timing, I understand presence. So all those things kicked in whenever I go on stage. And it's years of doing it, years of a lot of our content here is improv. We don't write none of this down. We kind of come up with the idea. Right. We kind of flow with the information. And it's a long fucking video, don't get me wrong, that we shorten it into like whatever the fuck it's shortened to. But it's all improv. We don't really write none of it down unless we're doing narrative work. That's different. But yeah, Al and Raul was just like my guys. And then, you know, we didn't have any openers really for that night in Houston, but Justin Governale, he's a really good comic. He came by for a few shows to open up. Nathan Daggett, he was out in Arizona. He drove to El Paso to open up. He was fucking hilarious. Nathan was kind of mentoring me a bit with my content and stuff, keeping me thinking about, you know, the delivery and stuff like that, because stand-up is very different. So he mentored me a little bit, where it's just like, think like this, you know, start thinking, you got this set up, you just got to rearrange it. And so he's helped me out a little bit in that regard. Al too. Al's always, whenever we went out to eat, Al was like, hey, that's a joke. Write that down. That's a joke. So yeah, but he has experience in this. Yeah. So always forever in debt to people that has helped me out along the way with the comedy and stuff like that. So yeah. I want to continue keeping Al especially for next year and stuff like that. He's always in my budget. Whenever I'm trying to come up with the numbers, it's like, all right, well, Al's the first one I put in there. Well, it's Al. Then who's expendable? But it has to be Al. So
yeah, absolutely. A friend of our shows, Alberto Fight. He's a licensed clinical social worker. He's a friend of mine, deployed with him a bunch of times, and he's he said thanks for being vulnerable and candid, discussing mental health and suicidality. So that's something that he talks about a lot. Is the mental health in the veteran community. So what do you think has been? Like you said, you had mentioned earlier that the veteran community has responded. Do you like the veteran community response now that, you know, we're right now, or would you like it?
In what way?
Like to your comedy, to a combat veteran, 2 jokes by Drew on social media. You had mentioned that you didn't like some of the responses you were getting from the community. Is that just in general, or?
I don't remember what the content.
It was from when we were talking about the beginning of the show. You were talking about the veteran community, but it's probably not a thing then. Never mind. Bad question. Bad question. Terrible question.
Should have wrote your questions down.
I did. I wrote that shit down. That's what I'm saying.
I did.
I did write it down.
No, I like when they respond. I like it.
Okay.
It's always here's the thing. It's always a blessing to have the veteran community support, because it's unwavering. You know what I mean? There's always going to be people. This community is so prone to like, I got your 6. I got your
right.
5. We're veterans. You know, you can slip up and say the wrong thing. They'll fucking roast you on it.
Yep.
Hey, you little fucking liberal, fucking motherfucking. You say you conservative, a questionable one, motherfucker. I don't know about that. You might be just putting the hat on just to get some sales in here, and you know. But regardless, I've made my mistakes too. On social media, I've gotten canceled before. People have taken me to the fucking news.
I was going to ask you that with your veteran content. We've watched all your shit, right? Is that an issue on social media? Are you having any like blowback from social media with some of the shit you post? Right? I mean,
somebody always going to have.
I did in the beginning.
There's bitches everywhere. We know that
Yeah,
somebody's gonna be
always
a
have
whiny
somebody.
bitch. But
Like,
are you having like issues where like every other week you're like, fuck, somebody's mad about what the fuck I said again?
No, so here's the thing. I did in the beginning. In the beginning, I was very edgy. I didn't give a fuck.
right.
In the beginning, I was like, how far can I push this? So this was me experimenting. I didn't know. I didn't know
Right.
what my limit was, where I needed to. And I've said some shit where it was just like, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Shit that I look at now is just like, but it was the flavor of the moment, you know, during in that year and whatnot and stuff like that. But now, just how social media works and stuff, like, no, we got to play it safe because I'm not losing it.
Yeah.
Everybody's lost their page. Most of everybody has lost it. They're restricted.
Yeah.
They're fucking blacklisted. And I've gotten my fair share of it where these motherfuckers won't pay me what I'm supposed to be paid and stuff. And it's fine. I don't give a fuck about it because I'm going to see Mark one day. Outside of that,
What's going to happen when you see him?
I'm going to smack the
Fucking
fuck out
knife
of
hand on Xbox
I'm with you,
couch.
bro.
He about to get this motherfucker. What, bitch?
Wait, y'all see me on the news and you see Mark Zuckerberg attacked and it's me in handcuffs and I start talking about God. Don't think I'm crazy. No, don't think I'm not crazy. That's God put him there.
Yeah.
God put it there so I can smack him. Just
Give him
know,
the people's hand.
yeah, they're gonna be like, oh,
Yeah.
this guy's crazy and stuff. He's talking about God. He's an extremist. He's a conservative Catholic kind of guy. And no. That's God's work right there. That's what
Yeah, you damn right.
but no, I don't worry about that now. I don't worry about especially getting into the stand-up. I want to be edgy with this stand-up. That's one, because I feel like people need to lighten the fuck up.
Yeah.
I wouldn't start this stand-up fucking tippy-toeing around what I should and shouldn't say. That's not gonna work for me. My intention is to always be funny. It's never to offend anyone, but I am not worried about people who might be offended by it. I don't think that way. That's not why I'm jumping into this. I like being edgy. I enjoy it, and I want to keep it that way.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Trannies and buttholes. I can hear you coming out.
Trannies and buttholes. Yeah.
Hey, Ty. That's my brother Eric Mendes right there. We was in the ceremonial guard together, man. That's like my true brother, bro.
Hey, I don't
What's
know
up?
him.
Shout out, Eric.
I don't know, but he
Eric
said he was
Mendes.
Eric was a CB. I give you love,
Yeah.
CB. Much love, CB. Hey,
That's my man.
you're the only real man that Scott ever served with right there. CB.
So I got a quick question for you, Drew. This is from Peter Nofer. So a lot of people know Drew from his military content. He knows you as a person. People don't know how funny he can be just day to day, or how honest he is in real life, or how much of a good friend he is. I love watching him succeed up close and personal. So yeah, that's good. I'm glad that people are always supporting you. That's great to hear.
Bang.
Is that what it is?
Bang. That's all it is.
Hey,
Two more
Peter,
drinks.
I was
Two
in
more
the Navy.
drinks.
Hey, Peter, DM me, baby.
Peter wants to show up at Stacy and bang. I know what he's up to. I know what he's up to.
Did you ever find that Iranian stand-up comic that you were looking for on the live?
Yes.
You found him. I wanted
to bring him out. I follow him on Instagram too, and I want to bring him out one day because I was talking to him over the phone. I wanted to bring him out to Dallas, but I just couldn't find it within the budget to get him out there. So I had to cancel on him, which he was like really depressed about. He was like, "Man, I want to be in front of them, this and that," because he got them jokes.
Yeah.
He got jokes for veterans and shit. And I think that would have been fucking perfect, just having this guy on, and it couldn't work out. But I did find him. I do plan on being able to afford to bring him on for other shows, maybe next year, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, I found him, man. I was talking with him on the phone, and he was already throwing me off with so many fucking jokes that he had ready. He was like this and that, and I was just like, oh my god, that's. He calls me bringing him on. He calls it reparations.
Nice. I bet he does have a unique perspective, and those jokes from that perspective will probably be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm interested. You said like next summer may be the last, veteran content. So like I think like once you start doing regular content, just about everyday life, your family, everything, that could probably redefine your military comedy, because as you get older, you're going to look at things from a different perspective. Some shit you didn't think was funny 20 years ago may be real funny later.
Yeah.
So I commend you for that.
Drew looks 19. How much older can he get? He's going to be, 21 in 2 months? What the fuck are y'all talking about? He's like 19 years old. Look at it. Look at that face. Fucking bullshit.
Listen, there's one. My mother is hilarious. She is a QAnon fanatic, like deep QAnon dark web type shit.
Oh yeah.
And it's fucking the idea, the things that she comes up with is fucking hilarious. Like she doesn't right now, and you can ask her like, who do you think is president? She'll tell you Trump's president right now. He's just letting Biden sit in the office. But I'm like, what? She goes, no, he's just letting him, do his thing like that. Like he's already president. So it's like, man, they got a hold of you.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. LA's been interesting, man. LA has opened my eyes to a lot. It is when I hear about fires happening, I'm cheering for it. I'm like, yeah,
burn this motherfucker down.
Listen, I swear to God, when I hear those things happening, I'm like, yeah, I don't like this city. Personally, I think there's a ton of fake people here, a ton of fake social justice warriors out here that are just fucking like really off the record. Like with me, it's like I'm a conservative, but there's some liberal shit I can back too. But I'm not a hardcore like fucking religious. Like I believe in God, you know what I'm talking about? I believe in Jesus type deal. But like if you don't, I'm not gonna hold you to some other fucking stand. I'm not gonna. And there's just a lot of people out here that are like that. It's very cliquey. It's very if you're not part of this, then you're out here. And throughout my time, and you can ask Justin, I've always been out here because I can't put that face on for people. I'm just not built. I'm not built for that. If I got to put a face on for people, I'm back in depression. No, you're going to get me. You're going to get the real me. And if shit makes me uncomfortable, I'm going to tell you. And then my energy is going to be very asshole-ish. My last girlfriend used to tell me, because I try to be approachable to people. My girl tells me, nah, you know what's the problem, babe, is you got the I wish you would look 24/7. Like I wish you would.
Yeah, I got that shit too.
Yeah. And
I think Drew, did we just become best friends? Like,
probably.
I mean, that's like, did we do karate in the garage? Fuck yeah, let's go. Like,
listen, there was one the first friend that I made out here was the one that was supposed to direct the film that and one of the first conversations that I had with her was where I'm from. I'm from the Bronx. I'm from New York. I was born and raised in the hood. I was in the hood so bad that cops couldn't just walk in it.
Mm-hmm.
You people like you couldn't just stroll on in there. You were gonna get stopped by somebody, by whoever it was mainly ran by Crips and stuff like that. And they don't fuck around. I've seen the cops get kicked out of that fucking neighborhood. And I was raised in that environment. And as soon as I told her that, she was like, "Oh my God, are you okay? Do you need therapy?" like that must have been such a traumatic experience to be raised like that and stuff. And don't get me wrong, I was like fucking yay high when somebody got shot right in front of me. It didn't really affect me like that. It's kind of like, oh shit, somebody just got shot. My aunt grabbed me. She was like, "Oh my God." But for me, it was kind of like, yeah, that happened. And it happened, whatever. It's the hood. But it's just like, do you need therapy? You probably should get that worked out. And like, bitch,
like you're going in for a massage or something. Yeah.
Now that you brought it up, I feel like I should probably get therapy.
Yeah.
Hey, your boy Martin Pena said, "Yep." Hey, he must have been in the hood too.
Yeah, no, Martin. I was raised with Martin. Like him and I, we used to go to the park to play basketball. He joined the Navy. We were supposed to join the Navy together, actually. But
Martin, sailor.
I had a GED, and they weren't taking GEDs.
Al got lucky. He got his GED. The Navy took him.
Bitch, I got 2 because I didn't like the first score. I ain't like the first score, motherfucker. I retook that bitch.
You took that shit 9 times.
And I passed my ASVAB with a 51, motherfuckers. A 51.
Yes.
Oh my God, who took it for you?
My cousin.
So when I was doing the movie, and everybody, we crowdfunded it and stuff like that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. We crowdfunded it, and we filmed it in there. I have it right here. I have the movie in my closet.
Oh no shit.
The project files. We filmed it. It was done and stuff like that. She took my script and she turned it. It went from horror to like sci-fi. First off, she took my script and turned it into a fucking sci-fi. And And whatever, we Charlie mic'd it and we got it done and stuff like that. Then she started asking for more money. And I was like, okay, how much do you need? We need this much. So I gave her that. Is this going to get the movie done? Yeah, it'll get the movie done. Time passes. We need more money. I was like, I'm sorry? Need more money? Bitch, I done gave you like $30,000. How much more money do you need? I got so mad at that, I stopped talking to her. I was like, she wouldn't give me the movie. She wouldn't give me my project files, first off.
And you paid for that shit.
And I paid for it. And I was like, okay, cool. You know, hold on, whatever. Unless you're gonna pay to release it,
right?
That movie ain't done though. So I don't know what you're gonna release.
So you got all the stuff now, right?
I ended up getting all the stuff. There was one in 2020. I want to say at some point in 2020. I texted her. I haven't spoken to her for like a year. I texted her. I was just like, how much do we need to get this movie done? Because I want to release it for these guys. She goes, we need $5,000 more. I was like, okay, I'm going to send it to you right now. I gave her another $5,000. The movie still doesn't fucking get done. A few months later, I hit her up. Yo, what's up with this and that? And it's just like, oh, this and that. We ADR and this and that. It's going to cost more money. I was like, you asking for more money? The fuck out of here. Give me the fucking project files. What the fuck? At this point, It just feels like you're hustling me.
Right.
At this, I can no longer give you any more money. I want to, but I can't. My body won't let me.
The way my bank account is set up.
Yeah. So I was, I'm grateful to I got the files right there, and
I see you got your werewolf in the background licking his balls, watching you, keeping guard over your tapes over there.
Well, he's supposed to did his walk, bro.
Fucking werewolf in the background licking balls.
And we're impeding on his walk time, bro.
Yeah. No, that's my Mal, my Belgian.
Terrifying.
She's a therapy dog.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got the movie files. And, I finally got them. And if it gets released, there's still work to be done. If it gets released, I still got everyone's emails. But I don't think it will, just because you got to go through agents and shit like that. And
there's got to be an independent, veteran-owned somebody out there who can be like, we fucking got it. I watched fucking Llamageddon, this motherfucker, and they released that shit.
But this is the thing, man.
Fucking Velocipaster in this bitch.
Man, I've watched some A24 movies that are fucking terrible. So they need to put out something somewhere.
But I'm saying, man, you're like 35 from my math, at least 35,000 in. And you got this tape, so what do you do with it? I mean, you just can't just let it. I mean, it's
not that bitch on OnlyFans, bro.
There's nothing I can do with it, just because there are names
attached. There's
like
so many
Jay
people
Brown
named on it.
And all these other, there's names attached to it,
Jeez.
so it's not like I can just take it.
Yeah,
it just doesn't work that way. So I rewrote the script for what that is. That was the short. I wrote the featured version, which it really ties into Vietnam and like current, which that kind of does, but in a sci-fi way. It's kind of like in a fucking goofy way, but I kind of tied it into like the event that happened at the My Lai massacre over at Vietnam and shit like that. Y'all remember it was like the bloodiest thing,
right?
And I really tied it into that, because I read up on that moment and stuff like that. And I think the script is so much better. So even if I did get that done, that wouldn't be what I would pitch for my feature script.
That's called Mel
My
Gibson.
feature script has nothing to do with that.
If Mel Gibson, if your crazy ass out there watching this shit, hit Drew up. Come on, Mel. Come on, Mel.
In the script, I can tell you exactly how it opens in the script. In the script, it opens in like a poppy field in Vietnam. And there's it's morning, everybody's doing what they're doing in this small village. There's a kid and his little sister, and they're playing soldiers with each other, like pew, 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 playing soldiers with each other, right? And they're running. And as they're running, there's leaflets on the ground, leaflets by the U.S. Army telling people they need to evacuate the village.
Yeah,
that they need, and this is the Pinksville massacre. They need to evacuate the village. As they're going, you see right over the vegetation, you see Army helmets start moving forward. They're about to do an assault on but you gotta think, Vietnam, these motherfuckers don't speak English. The leaflets, they're in
In
English.
English,
They don't
right.
understand
They don't know what that
what's
means.
happening.
Right.
They don't know. And as they're coming, it opens up to a sequence where one of them is like, "Oh, I got one here," and he goes to like this elderly man who's like, he's getting his vegetation together and stuff like that. He's about to come up, and he sees him as a threat. He goes, "Oh, he has a weapon." Goes, bam, opens. That shot moves through the field,
Mhm.
and as it's about to hit him, it hits the top hat of a scarecrow. And now we're in modern time with Iraq, and it ties into the trauma from those people involved in that Pinksville massacre. It ties into the trauma that their kids inherited.
Yeah.
Oh, like passing on your demons. Damn.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
And it opens to a gunshot hitting the head of a target in 2023. And there's these kids who are the offsprings of everybody who are the kids of everybody that was involved in that massacre. And now they got to deal with what happened there.
Wow.
Oh, nice. That's a good premise.
Man,
I
check
like
it.
Yeah.
So
My
look,
kids-
I got about
My kids
$1,000,
hate
man.
all the Hajis. So I hated them. They hate them. We're gonna keep hating Hajis forever. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Look, I got about 1,000. You know what I'm saying? Look, Ty got about we're gonna put some money in and get that thing going.
I'll
bro.
write you a post-dated check. You can't cash that bitch to the 15. Like, I can write you a post. I got child support check.
Al got a bag full of pop cans and shit. that he
Judgments
can
and
cash
shit.
in.
I got all kinds of stuff.
Hit the
Don't-
recycling center up. I got you, bro. Let me get this post-dated check
Don't
out.
go to Al for shit. He got bags full of pop cans and shit that he's been saving for years and he hasn't cashed in yet. He ain't gonna give you shit.
Now I got nice whiskey bottles that I put bad
Yeah,
whiskey
yeah.
in it.
He drinks
think
bourbon
it's
and
good.
beer so he can get money at the recycling center to buy more
Yeah.
bourbon and beer. That's what he does.
Bro, I'd love to see that come out though, man. That shit sounds
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
captivating. Just how you bought it out. That shit sounds dope.
Yeah.
That
I
sounds
try
better
to
than
I try to reach out to Spike Lee because
Mm.
this is very much Spike Lee.
Yes.
Right. Down in
Spike,
Valley.
Spike Lee's lane.
Mhm.
When it
Quentin
comes to these
Tarantino,
things.
bro.
And it's a
Quentin
New York
Tarantino.
thing, man. It's a New York thing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You just gotta
Yeah.
get the puffy jacket and the Timberland boots and the baggy jeans and like, yo, son, yo,
Yeah.
Spike, son, check it out, B. You know what I'm saying?
Do the right thing, homie.
I got this tape, yo. I got this
Yeah,
video. B.
I got another script which she's pretty much this other script. She's my baby. It's called Fallen Angels. It's about deported veterans.
Mm.
Oh,
And
wow.
This is my holy grail. This is like the best work that I've ever written. And it's I'm taking my time. I've been writing there for like I think going on 4 years now.
Wow.
And it's such a fucking like it's such a because I know Hector Barajas. He was a deported veteran.
Mhm.
He's back in the States now, and he's out here, and I think he's out by Compton. But he's just that story. That story breaks my fucking heart. How that happened to these guys, and my Fallen Angels touches on that. It touches on the relationships that they've made in and out of the military, but also what they have to do to survive, and all with that, with the government kind of like tracking them down. It kind of has a training day feel to it. Training day, end of watch type of
Great movie. Both great movies.
Yeah,
type of feel to
they're
it.
my top 5, man. Training Day, Law Abiding Citizen. Those are my
Yeah.
those shits are up there for me.
Yeah. And
I really like the Covenant, how it touched on the bond between the interpreters as well, and how they go back and they went back and get the like in real life they did it, of course, but they
the
made
Covenant?
Guy Ritchie made the movie. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that sentiment.
It's probably my top 3.
Yeah.
Easy,
Yeah.
bro.
Well, look,
So yeah, I was gonna say, Drew. So you got Dallas coming up. Is there anything else people can see you doing in the future? Are you guys just planning for the next one, or after Dallas? Is there anything people can see you at?
I have such Justin Governale put this bug in my head where I remember in Copperas, he looks at me, he goes, did it bite you yet? And I was like, did what bite me? He goes, the bug, the stand-up bug. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. He goes, it'll bite you. It'll bite you. And this shit's gonna be addictive.
Yeah.
And it wasn't addictive at that point, but now it's kind of like I can't wait to get on stage. I got to get on stage again. I can't wait because I've written so much more. I've written things about my family. I've written things about the military, and it's just like I want to get on stage and I want to deliver. I want to deliver an epic performance in Dallas, and I think I'm almost certain I will. I got some really funny jokes, like some shit I didn't tell in Houston. I think I got a good 30 minutes of new material so far.
Oh wow!
So with the change in format, are you going to have a longer show for Dallas now? For Fort Worth too?
I'm thinking about it.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
I'm thinking about it.
I'll drive up there to see it.
I'll fly. Fuck it.
My longest show was in Copperas, and I did an hour on stage.
Wow.
I'm thinking about it because these are materials that I'm gonna use for my special, and I'm still writing. I'm still writing until I'm done writing because I really want to put out that special. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see how the day hits me in Dallas.
I'm excited for it. I'll
be ready with an hour worth. So if I feel it and I don't want to get off stage, I'll keep going.
Very nice.
Well, look, I know for sure, bro. We could talk to you for 7 hours, bro, and it wouldn't stop. It would be nonstop, bro. You family, man. Anytime you want to come to our little tiny podcast that we have, you know, saying our great value podcast. Right in the beginning. No, I'm just playing. By no means,
that's my fault.
Ours is legit. Hell no, we're bad.
I blame Mark Zuckerberg, man.
Fuck Mark. Fuck you, Mark.
So we have to touch on this sports thing. I don't know if you want to stay with us for it, but there's too much shit that's happened in this college shit. You see him up there. He can hide his neck, but he can't hide from this Deion Sanders thing. I got to give it to him, and we cannot leave without that shit going down. Do you want to stay with us for it, Drew?
No, I gotta take my dogs out for I gotta take them out for a walk.
They got shit. I feel you.
Yeah, they got shit.
Well, bro,
so I appreciate you guys having me on.
You gotta come back, man.
Air out a couple of these frustrations that I've been holding in, and maybe give people a little bit more insight of what I'm about and what I want to do and what I've been through a little bit.
My man.
It hasn't been peaches and cream for me, and you know it's one of those things that I, man, it's all in God's time. It's all in God's time. When I was thinking about doing this stand-up stuff, I had no idea how to do it. No fucking idea. Haven't written a joke. Didn't know. I read a book and I was just like, I don't even know if I can do this. But the only way to know is to do it, right? The only way to find out is to go. So I say that to say to a lot of people that you know, they're out there, they're trying to do good, they're trying to bring some purpose into their lives. Be patient with it. Everything great takes time, and I believe that whole fucking heartedly. When people see me on stage, it's they try to come up with an excuse for it. You know, oh, this is first time doing comedy. What? But then I've been doing comedy for 8 years, so it's kind of like, oh, so it's that, but it's much more than that. It's been a building block for the past 8 years, and you know, everything has, you know, this concrete. It has cracks in it. You know, it hasn't been perfect. I have scars, and I've gone through just about everything you can go through, and I've always been an open book for people. You know, whatever advice I can provide for anybody to make their journey easier, I'm always gonna be there to fucking yo. But one thing I am not the answer to anyone's problem. You know, that's just it's okay to suffer a little bit. Because that's what's gonna build the love that you have for what you're doing.
Character,
yeah. That's what's gonna build the character. So you know, some people, they don't like it, and it's just like, go through it, go fucking through it. Trust me, I sit here and I write jokes and I try to come up with a plan but it's me figuring it out. It's not me with the answers. I don't have the answers to anything I do. I don't have the answers, but I sit here and I try to figure it out. And you would be surprised how many people just feel like I'm the answer. And it's just like, I'm not. I'm not. You're gonna get your answer, but it's on God's time, man. And as much as I'm even against it sometimes, where it's just like, well, God's time could be eternity. I'm here for 70 fucking years.
Yeah.
You know, when does that time hit?
Yeah.
When's gonna be my time, Lord?
Yeah. You just gotta believe in it, man. And when I made the decision to pull the trigger on this comedy show, for the first time in my fucking life, I felt that shit.
Mm.
I've never felt something the way I felt, but I felt a bug that said, do it, because that shit's going to be great. And even in doing it, I was very insecure about it. There was doubt. I had doubt.
Yeah.
I didn't go up there like, I'm about to kill this shit. Watch out. Watch what I do. Hell no. But I tell you what, when I got on that stage and within that first minute, I got the laugh I needed, I said, it's all in your, you know, we're off. We're off to the races. It's all in your hands at this point.
This is the thing, man. The two most important days that you're going to ever have is the day that you were born and the day that you figure out why.
Yeah.
I think when you do your comedy stuff, you figured out why, man. People have to get it. And it goes back to what my mom told me a long time ago, man, is about going through the fire. My first podcast I ever did was talk about going through the fire. And I'll do a short term is if you picture a ball of fire, right? And you come through a point in your life and you start going through the fire, it gets hot as shit. And everything inside of you wants you to turn around and go back and run away from it.
Yeah.
But the same distance that it takes you to run all the way through it, once you get in the middle of that heat, it's the same distance it's going to take you to turn around and go right back to the bullshit that you were doing. So keep on going through the fire, man.
Keep on going.
Keep on going through the fire, Drew. You got our support. We love you, man. You know,
Always,
this has been amazing, man, having you on here with us. You don't know what this does for us. You know what I mean? Like you say, this is not about money or anything else. It's just helping us understand, like, some of the things that you touch about, just having the momentum and the fortitude to keep pushing gives us what we need as a brother in this podcast, brothers in this podcast, people who want to do something good to put out to veterans and people out in the world. We have family and friends that coming in and watching.
Yeah.
We can't thank you enough, man, for what you've done for us and our show, man. So we really appreciate you. And I'm telling you from the bottom of my heart, bro, when I tell you something, if you ask these guys, if I tell you something, I mean it. If ever, man, you like, man, you know what? That one fucking, well, you can't tell I'm bald headed, but I am. That one guy in the damn podcast told me to call him, man. You pick up the phone, I'm gonna answer, bro. So
I appreciate it.
It's there, man, for sure. But we really appreciate you coming out. And I know these other guys want to say their piece, but I did want to say that to you, man. I appreciate you going through the fire, man.
I appreciate it, man.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, Scott said it the best. I mean, we can't thank you enough for coming through, and
for sure,
we are excited to see where you're going to go in the future and how you're going to help this thing grow. So if there's ever anything we can do to help you, please let us know.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
All right,
Drew,
guys. Yeah, have a good night,
keep
man.
being a beacon for the community, brother.
Thanks,
Keep being a
dude.
beacon.
Appreciate it, Ty.
We'll talk to you later.
All right, guys. Have a
Have a
good
good one.
All right, so now everybody needs to go take a break, get him a drink. We're gonna pay some bills, and then we're gonna trash Al Hero's.
Yeah,
ass
he
over
knows
Colorado.
it's coming. Listen,
Why am I getting trashed?
hey, I hope y'all don't mind us going overtime.
Nobody
overtime.
cares.
Why am I getting trashed? But I'm gonna get some drinks because I don't want to get trashed sober.
Yeah. Hey, while y'all do that, you want me to go ahead and pay the bills with the
Yes, sir.
videos?
Pay 'em,
All
brother.
right. Hey, while you guys are here, I have no idea. I think Mark Zuckerberg was probably watching from his terminal because as soon as the fucking thing went live, the two Facebook said, "Hey, we're having trouble going live with your link," and I'm like, "What? This has never happened to me."
I know.
Y'all know I use this with my job,
Yeah.
with the podcast. This shit ain't never happened until
Yeah.
until it came on.
That's
So
what
my bad.
devil,
happens when
man.
you start talking to legitimate people.
Yeah, the devil trying to stop the greatness, bro. You can't
That's
stop
okay.
it.
I fixed it. Hey, I fixed it in about 12 minutes.
Oh, I know. It's all good, man. You know, that's just a lesson for everybody out there. If you give up when shit gets hard,
Yep.
you ain't never gonna get anything done.
Never gonna get it done. We don't quit. We finish it.
Yeah.
Adapt and overcome.
Absolutely.
So absolutely. I'm gonna pay some bills here real quick and then we'll be back in just a few minutes, everybody.
All right. Get ready to groove to the electrifying sounds of DJ Royal T, the maestro of mixing who knows how to turn any event into an unforgettable dance sensation. Royal T Entertainment is here to bring you the ultimate musical experience straight from the ones and twos in your ears and through your body to activate them dancing shoes. Get ready to sweat, party, and have a good time while your DJ needs are being blazed by none other than me, DJ Royal T. I have spent years crafting together a DJ entertainment empire that promises a customized blend of musical tracks, mix and mastering, and top quality sound, all while providing a vibrant ambiance to accommodate any of your DJ needs. Royalty Entertainment Services is your premier one-stop shop for top-tier musical entertainment and is hosted by yours truly,
For more information, reservations, and booking, feel free to look around the website at godjroyalty.com. I am DJ Royalty, and this has been another Royalty Entertainment production. Yeah.
Got Your Six Culture is a veteran-owned t-shirt company that's making a powerful impact, one t-shirt at a time. These guys are simply badass. Whether you're a proud veteran or a family member or a patriot at heart, you're going to find the perfect tee that speaks directly to your soul. But wait, there's more. When you shop at Got Your Six Culture, you're not just supporting veterans, you're supporting American small business. You're also supporting the dream of veteran-owned small businesses around the world, and these guys put heart and passion into everything through designing all their t-shirts right here in the USA, ensuring you have top-notch quality in every design that you purchase. Show your appreciation for veterans and first responders today, and head over to gotyoursixculture.com and browse their amazing collection of products. And guess what? Our friends at Got Your Six have a badass treat special for our listeners. Use the code TRIPLETHREAT at checkout and get an exclusive 15% discount on your purchase. So show your support for our heroes of country and community. Shop at gotyoursixculture.com right now. And don't forget to use the code TRIPLETHREAT at checkout for an additional 15% off. Hashtag same flag, same oath.
So our number one priority is taking care of veterans like you. So just got a couple of bits of paperwork for you to sign.
Great. And these? All of this?
Oh yeah, just a few more. And these.
Don't you have an easier way to do this whole thing?
And these, and we'll be done. Whether you're buying your first home, refinancing an existing mortgage, or trying to lower your monthly payment, Veteran Mortgage Solutions have the resources, knowledge, and experience to help. No down payment required. Easy approval process. Minimum 580 credit score, competitively low interest rates, limited closing costs. Don't keep going back and forth proving your income with other providers. Visit veteranmortgagesolutions.com.
Oh no.
You know what it is.
We are all messed up here.
Yeah, you know what it is.
What have I done?
You know what it is. Let's get to it. Yeah, no delay. You know what it is.
Yeah, I'll get there. Hold on one second. All right, upcoming events. We got the Got Your Six Culture second annual 9/11 Golf Scramble. Go ahead, Matt.
Yep, that thing is coming up around the corner. It's coming up this Monday. We made a lot of leadway, man. We're probably going to have 18 to 19 teams out there all playing to support the Project Zero, a great organization doing great things for veterans. We got some kick-ass raffle prizes going to be out there. And if you're one of the golfers involved watching right now, just get ready for that walk-up music because our DJ is going to bring you in right. And then our friends at Project Zero, who we're supporting for the golf event, their next event's coming up in September up at Palo Duro. They're doing a Jeep exclusive run up there. They got a rock climbing going on in Colorado, and then they got a Veterans Day weekend trip planned also to Palo Duro Canyon in Texas. So if you're interested in any of those trips, just go to their website, check them out, reach out to them, and they'll be in contact with you to see if you can get onto the journey with them on those events they got coming up.
Yeah, these are some things coming up here in Houston, the Aspire Conference. Any of y'all ever heard of this Aspire Conference?
No, but I'm ready to go.
I mean, anything that has David Goggins in it's got to be pretty interesting. I mean, the guy's a freaking machine,
yes,
wonderful
sir.
Motivational speaker, excellent, military Navy SEAL, writer of a book. This book is amazing. It's actually on the reading list, so I've got this book on Audible. I've been listening to it. If you get a chance, if you're in Houston, November 14th, go out and check out David Goggins. And then this is one thing I want to talk about real quick. I'll be quick. This band, Malcolm Milligan and 10 Cadillac, they have a man named Malcolm Milligan that used to be in a band called Storyville back in the 90s. They had some amazing stuff. And he's an albino. He's legally blind. And this man has some pipes on him that's just amazing. He's a beautiful singer, blues, rock. lot of hymns and a lot of gospel music. He sings a cappella. But the backing band here, 10 Cadillac. So get out and watch them. Most veterans love music. It's pretty much the soundtrack of our lives. So get out there and do something.
Where's that event going to be, Ty? I didn't see where the event location was being held on that screen.
Yeah, I should have totally said that. This is going to be in Anton's in San Antonio.
Okay.
Or Austin, excuse me. But anytime, just if you want to see what's going on with them, email them, give them a call. All right.
Dun, dun, dun,
What we've all been waiting
the
for.
results of last week first. I'm a little disappointed.
All right. So the first result is, of course, Dion came, saw, conquered. Shador came, saw, conquered. I think he broke 9 NCAA records in his first game as a college player. So, I mean, how amazing is that? Y'all better get on the train of Colorado because they're going to have a season. They're going to have a season.
Yep. So do you have our results from last week and the games we picked?
Oh, I'm getting there.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
All right. Here we go. So Texas A&M won. Matt, you, of course, picked Texas A&M. I've got you picking them. Colorado won. We picked Colorado. Scott. Georgia won. Did anybody pick UT Martin? Anybody even say anything about that?
No, we decided to let Georgia have it that week.
We knew you
Okay.
We decided that they would have it that week. Shut the fuck up.
And of course, UK took care of Ball State, so not a bad week. All right, here's what's upcoming this week.
Back up, we forgot the last.
Yeah, we
one.
forgot the Florida State LSU. I got that one.
Oh, I forgot about that game.
Yeah,
Florida State and
no.
LSU played. Oh, I forgot. My bad.
Oh yeah, we know. You forgot.
What happened in that game, Matt?
Florida State came to play and LSU did not. That's what happened.
Gotcha.
Oh, I was chopping. Sorry.
You were chopping what?
Tomahawk, baby.
You got to make up your mind what state you want to be from, Georgia or Florida.
I picked FSU because you were picking LSU, motherfucker. That's the only reason.
Oh dang! It's okay. So what do we got this week?
All right. So this is what's up this week. A&M plays the U. What do you think, Matt?
After how A&M played last week, I think they get by Miami. I think they're going to do okay there.
Okay.
Colorado and Nebraska, though.
What you say?
I'm going to take Colorado in that one because that's their first home game, is it not?
Man, listen.
Yeah, this is their first home game. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking that. I think I'll go ahead and call Georgia's going to beat Ball State. We'll say that.
Hey, but I left Ball State's logo up there for this reason. Ball State played Kentucky last week, and then this week they're coming to play Georgia, so they're probably going to get drug again. But hey, shout out to 2 SEC teams paying Ball State's entire budget for this year's football team. Probably.
I was watching the A&M game, and in the A&M game, it said that the coach for New Mexico State was like, "We're just so happy we got to play here today. That $1.3 million is going to fix our athletic facilities."
Yeah, that's the truth.
So I'll take Georgia. I'm going to take Kentucky over Eastern Kentucky, and I'm going to take Florida State over Southern Miss.
Good picks.
Okay.
I just need to back up a little bit because I just need to. Last week I just need to know like who came up victorious in that. Did we all lose the same amount of games or what?
Yes.
I know the only one.
Yeah, everybody was the same.
Everybody
we're
was
the
the
same,
same.
Scott.
All right, but
4-1.
But CU though, I mean, can we just go back? I know we don't want to talk about old stuff, but we just need to go back just one time.
I'm prepared. I watched so many goddamn Dion videos this week. I mean, it's everywhere.
Come on, let's go back one time.
Bro, me and you talk, and I wasn't even mad. I talk, right? All I'm gonna say is this.
Go ahead. What you was gonna say?
All I'm gonna say is this. They did put up 46, or I'm sorry, 40, was it 47 on TCU. Last year, just to be clear, Georgia put up 65 and stopped playing. They only put up 7 on Georgia. TCU put up 45 on Colorado, which tells me Colorado's got no defense. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh my goodness!
And that's without Matt Duggan. That was with their Heisman candidate quarterback. It was with some scrub. 45. They hung 45 on Colorado. I'm just throwing it out there. That's just numbers.
Are you done? Are you done?
I'm sorry.
All right. So, do we want to exploit that point because I have strong opinions?
I got very strong opinion.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Scott.
I need full screen for this, man.
All right, I got you.
Damn.
Yeah, I need full screen.
Oh shit.
People, I need your attention.
We got you. We watching.
This is a matter at hand. You know what, America? Shame on you. Shame on you, America, because you doubted the man who never gave you reason to doubt. Them CU Buffaloes that you see right here, they are what they are. My man says, oh, they put up 40-something points. There was no defense. Listen, when you get into a shootout, it's like a boxing match, right? And there's different kind of matches. You can have a boxing match where somebody's punching and somebody's not. But two people are punching simultaneously. That's a good fight. Somebody has to go down. In this event, TCU went down. And nobody thought TCU would go down, but they went down. You know why? Because they're fueled by the man with the plan, the man who puts his hand behind his head and play my theme music. Come on, man. You know what it is. Come on. You knew what happened. And when it was happening, Al was drinking his drink. He said, I can't believe it. I can't believe this is happening right now. But guess what? The man's right here. And they're going to be here next week and the week after. They're not going nowhere. So Albert Hero, my man, the man's right here. The CU Buffaloes are real. They're here to stay. And it is going to be what it's going to be. And we together on this podcast show and everywhere around is going to see this happen real time. And all the doubters are going to have to own up to the fact that the CU Buffaloes have awakened and they are here this year. Amen. Let the church say amen. You guys go ahead and go home now. Services is over. It is what it is. Y'all saw it real time, and it is what it is. Dion, you the man. Shouts out to you. That man put 510 passing yards. Come on, man. How can you? What can you?
And he scored 48 points.
Okay. All right. I'm just saying.
Cute. That's cute.
Yeah, look here. Look. The way I see this is this way. That offense is going. Stick with me. Hear me out. That offense is going to get better. They're going to become more efficient.
So is the defense.
Yeah, exactly. But what you said is that the defense is not as good as the offense. But there ain't no offense if it's banging. There ain't no offense that can keep up with them. They're not going to be able to. They may win games 50-35.
TCU gave them everything that they had. TCU gave them everything that they had and still fell short.
Me and Scott have already talked. I agree with you. There's not going to be anyone who can hang with him. We're forgetting that TCU put 45 on them. So they did hang with them.
But everybody expected them to do that.
I didn't. Not 45.
What you thought they were going to put on them?
I mean, they put 7 on Georgia. I never thought they were. I thought at best the game would have been like 14 to like 30 something. I didn't never think it was.
All those TCU Texas Tech games are high scoring.
The only reason why that game went that way, because if you watch the first half was a low scoring game. It was the second half. And the only reason why it happened that way is because TCU was like, you know what? We can't let them win this game. So they gave them everything. And when they did it, guess what? They came right back and answered. So it was one of those things where you have a good fighter that said, you know what? You had great coaches on both sides of the field. Both those coaches drew up their game plans and they were effective. The offense figured out a way to penetrate CU's defensive holes, and they did that. But guess what? On the other side of the ball, Deion Sanders did the exact same thing. So when you get into a shootout like that, sometimes it's going to go back and forth and the score is going to go up. But it never was like the Georgia games 56-7.
No,
you know what I mean?
It was 65, but it was okay.
65, whatever. Same thing like Alabama beating up on the team and they got the third string in there. It wasn't like that.
No, I'm with you. And all I said was the game was down to the wire. TCU hurt my heart by abandoning the run game at the end when they could have either tied. Who knows? But nope, good game. My hat's off to CU.
Hey, real quick before you make your pick, Scott, real quick, I wanted to tell Eric Mendez in the chat. Eric, get a hold of Scott, and Scott will give you the details for Monday for the tournament.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
you can ride with me if you want to, brother. I'll be there early in the morning. I know you get up early in the morning with the crows and the chickens. You can ride with me. We can go down there.
In the Buffalo.
The only thing about Mendy's, when he wakes up with the crows and the chickens, he tries to eat them some bitches. So, but you can ride with me if you want to go down there, man. I'll tell you, man, that's my brother, man, from another mother. That's my brother, man.
Well, then he's got to be there.
Yep.
So what you got on the pick, Scott?
All right, I got Texas A&M. Texas over at Miami. Wait a minute, buddy.
This ain't your Dwayne Johnson Miami Hurricanes, okay?
Oh yeah, damn man. Okay, I'm gonna go Texas. I'm gonna go CU. I'm gonna go Georgia, and I'm taking everything on the left side.
Okay.
You taking Southern Miss too?
Huh?
No, you're taking FSU, right?
Oh wait. No, except for that last one because there's no picture.
I got you.
I'm taking all the left ones where the pictures at A&M, CU, Georgia, and UK. But I Florida showed me something. I'm a rock with Florida without that bottom game.
Eric Mendez said fucking right. All right, so for me, I got the U, Colorado, Georgia, and I'm gonna pick UK, but my alma mater there is Eastern Kentucky University, and then of course FSU. So the interesting thing with this bottom pick, as they go through, whoever the winner is, that's who's going to stay up there, and we'll pick their next game. So we could end up picking, if there's an upset, we'll pick Southern Miss versus Northern Miss or whatever, whoever they play. So, all right, what we got next?
Albert has to make his picks.
Oh yeah, my bad.
I'm going. Let's go.
Say it with your chest.
I'm gonna ride with Ty. Nah. I'm gonna go A&M.
Okay.
Colorado.
Wait. What?
Go back to the first line. I had them beating Nebraska originally.
Okay. I just like to hear you say it. Say that again. What you going for your second pick?
What are they? To see you bitches? Buffett? I don't know what they call them. I'm going A&M. Yeah. See, I had them winning.
Yeah, that checks out.
Okay. Yeah, hey, fact check me. So I'm going, and what I picked for Colorado doesn't mean my shit won't change on these daily picks because I'm locked into what we picked originally.
Okay.
For the bottles, but I may change. I might be a closet CU fan on occasion.
Are you in the closet? It's okay.
I'm in the closet. I've been there a lot of my life, right? So I'm going A&M. I'm going Colorado, Georgia, Kentucky, and I'm going FSU. I'm really torn on the A&M and Miami games.
That's a tough one for me too.
I want to pick Miami just because.
Yeah.
I would like to see them do good, but I'm going to roll with those picks.
I think that's going to be a close. I think that's going to be a pretty close game.
Hold on. Before I pick that, who did Miami play last week? Does anybody know?
I don't remember.
Nobody.
Yeah, please. Before I make that pick, please tell me. Well, I don't watch a lot of Miami games, right?
And we know you don't watch anything that doesn't have an S, an E, or a
They
C.
played Miami of Ohio and won 38-3.
Oh.
Miami of Ohio, so Ben Roethlisberger, I think, old stopping ground.
Yeah. And you got to figure A&M, they beat the crap out of New Mexico State. So 2 different conferences.
Yeah, I'm going to go A&M.
Yeah, it was just New Mexico, though. I got that wrong on the slide. That was my fault. It was New Mexico, not New Mexico State.
So here's my only concern, though. A&M might be looking to the next game going into that one.
But they can't look into the next game because when them damn pads hit pads, that shit hurts. That'll wake you up and make you think about the current game.
I'm pretty much sure. I'm picking the same. Me and Scott on the same page.
We're Twinkies, bro. We're Twinkies for the first time, Al. We're Twinkies, bro.
I might have to get me a CU. If they keep winning, bro, I might have to get me a CU.
Man, look, I ordered one. I ordered a CU shirt. It didn't come in on time. It said it's going to be here tomorrow. Damn Amazon. I thought I was gonna put that thing on for you today. It was going to be tight too.
I wear all mediums, motherfucker. Look at this shit.
Hey, Eric says, don't let Blake off without telling you the turtle story when we were in the ceremonial guard. Okay.
Told that story podcast.
I've heard that one. Yeah.
Now we know it was you.
Yeah, he was there.
Eric, I'm a CB too, bro. So is Matt. So we know some crazy shit, but what Scott did is out of this fucking world.
Yeah, man, that was pretty.
There's no room for that.
Yeah,
So who we got next week?
Let's see. Next week we got Command Master Chief Don Massey,
the myth and the legend.
Stud, bro, super stud.
You gotta let that rock for him real quick. There you go. Yeah, y'all see who it is.
The man right here.
The man right there. That's gonna be a good time. Make sure you tune in.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that one.
You want to get some wisdom? There you go.
And then the 21st August, it'll be us back, just chopping it up like we do. And then 5 head, like you were talking about. Dustin and Rudd and I, we would always be messing with each other. So when he comes on, he'll take a good ribbon for that forehead joke. So go ahead and let him have it. It'll deflect off anyway.
Hey, I didn't know that Eric Mendez knew that we had a raffle item of cigars, whiskey, and golf. Tell him to bring his money.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There you go. And of course, Sergeant Major Rich Woodring will be on 19th of October. And then we're working many more guests upcoming. So we're trying to get, trying to get Warriors and Whiskey Distilling in here. We're going to get some Rescue for PTSD. They do service animals for veterans free of charge. Try to get Jackie Morton in here. She's a lawyer now. She was an engineer officer when I served with her for some legal advice, just in general. And Matt and I are really hoping to chase down the Veteran Chamber of Commerce here in Houston, because I think that's a great thing for veteran-owned businesses.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it, Scott.
That's it, man.
What you got, brother?
You know how it is. Hey, everybody out there in TV land, everybody in radio land, and whatever part of the land that you choose to listen to the Triple Threat Vet Podcast show, we want to say from the bottom of our hearts, thank you. Big shout one time to my man Drew Hernandez for coming out. It was a powerful message, powerful man. I know he's going to do great things, and we appreciate you showing up for us. Always to my brothers, my brother Al, my brother Matt, and my brother Ty. Love you guys. It is what it is. It's all love. You know what I'm saying? It's never hate. It's never fake. I'm just me, Blake being Blake. And until next time, that next time be your best time. Make sure that you come back and watch us next week, where we're going to have our man Don Massey come out and give you guys some knowledge. Ty, do you have anything for the podcast before we leave?
No, I'm good, brother.
My man Matt J, how about you?
I'm good. I can't wait to share stories from the golf tournament next week.
Yes, sir. And always, my man Big Al Hero. What you got for me, brother?
None, baby boy. Love you guys.
All right. Love you guys, man. Next week, you guys be safe. Take care of each other. One love. We out of here.